here on EA Sports.
All right, we're about to head down to the field for kickoff. And a final thought, Phil, both teams coming into this game off wins last week.
Yeah, you know, both teams very confident, feeling good about what they're doing. So when you have two confident teams playing, Jim, what we're going to see is, I think, very good football. So the fans, sit back and enjoy the game.
First down at the 28. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
And now a look at the Raiders offense. Hoping to crank out some yardage on the ground today. So far on the season, they've been only middle of the pack.
Second down coming up.
Let's go.
This play will hold up. He's inbound.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
First down here after the completion. The give.
And now, here's the Nighthawks defense. They have to put some pressure on the quarterback this week, as last week they did not have a single sack.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second.
Get ready.
They'll run it here.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Raiders have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20.
Get ready.
Takes it from the gun. Brings it into his body. And pick up about 4.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7.
Let's go. Get ready.
They'll go ground. And Ingram's in on the tackle. The Raiders are at the line, facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week, as they converted a number of times in crucial situations.
Out of the shotgun. What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
Gordon's going to test the coverage here. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Nighthawks will take the snap from the 25. Gains 5. And now we'll take a look at the Nighthawks offense. They're a hard team to get off the field because third down this season has gone their way, converting at a very high rate. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
Second down and 5. Toss to the outside. They break through. Tackle him behind the line.
The Nighthawks offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens is run, loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
This is third down. The Nighthawks need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Snapping out of the gun. Melvin Gordon makes the reception. Late in the first, and that's a big stop on third down to bring up a punt. And now they'll look to extend the lead.
Yeah, good job by the defense, but I'll say this for the offense. You got to show more imagination if you want to have success, especially on third downs.
Looking to make a difference.
Burnett's in on the tackle. That return's good for about 10. The Raiders offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
The Nighthawks with a nickel look here on defense. The Raiders take it from the 23. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Let's go.
From the gun. He hauls it in. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line. That's his first reception today. The Raiders offense still in gear, hoping to pick up where it left off at the end of the first. Only 35 yards to the end zone.
First down following the long play.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Only 34 yards to the end zone.
Second down and 10. They hand it off to him again.
And Revis in on the tackle. Running the ball is never a given, but here in the first half with a lead, you have to think this team would love to establish the run better in order to control and hold the lead the rest of the way, Phil.
Yeah, get some rhythm of the football game on your side. And I'll tell you how you start. If you go over there to the bench and you look at those offensive linemen and say you must block better for the run, I think they will as the game goes along.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Gets the handle here. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do. They're going to have to come out here and fight because it's pretty evident. The team that just scored, they got a lot of pride. They're playing hard, and this is going to be a tough day.
Gordon's going to run this one out. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Nighthawks offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel.
Out of the gun. Launches it down the field. Incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This guy has a strong arm. That time he just sails the football way past the receiver deep down the field.
Second and 10.
Robert Woods with the reception.
Brought down at the 44.
That's his first reception today.
That's a good job by the receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
First and 10. Sims has got it on the handoff. And now they'll try over again on second down. From the shotgun. On the money. Sims is taken down at the 40. Now looking at third down. The Raiders lined up in the nickel. From the gun. Green's got the catch and the first.
That's his first reception today.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
The Nighthawks snap it up at the 26.
Intercepted! Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official. The team is officially ruling him out for today's game with an upper body injury. Back to you.
The Raiders ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. Second and 6 coming up. They'll go ground. They'll mark him at the 22.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. Throws it toward the sideline. What a catch. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they could have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
That leads us to 2nd down. 2 tight ends on the field here.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Intercepted. Well, the offense hasn't made any plays today, but their defense just came up with a big one. And let's see if the offense can produce something before halftime.
Yeah, good job by the defense. No question about that. For the offense, man, I don't know what to tell you except just wake up. Show some emotion out there, and that will help you get out of this shutout.
Quarters formation here for the defense. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Allen with the reception.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
Ladarius Green comes away with the catch. Quickly to the line.
Let's go.
The Nighthawks from the 27. Going deep. Tough catch. Mark him down for another reception. The Nighthawks signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. This play set up by the long gainer. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Gordon's the receiver on the screen. Gains 15.
You know, when you're catching the football, there's nothing like catching the pass, whether it's short or long, and breaking a tackle and getting a couple extra yards. That makes the quarterback have some confidence in you, and he'll start looking for you more. Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch. Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Coming to the line at the 24. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Let's go. Let's go.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Incomplete.
The defense has really done a good job here in this drive. They got this offense in a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if they can convert it.
3rd down now. The Nighthawks get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a 1st. The Nighthawks have it at the 24. And it's knocked down.
The Nighthawks don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The kick is good.
Tim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Nighthawks talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The Nighthawks from the 22. Gordon's taken down at the 25.
Gordon is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. To the ground. Gordon's tackled down after a gain of 7.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
Let's go.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Green on the receiving end.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
The Nighthawks now move the chains.
Let's go.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Now 1st and 10. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. No huddle time. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Third down and 1. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. He's brought down. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
First and goal from the 10. Pass is intercepted.
The defense doing an outstanding job to ensure they hang on to their lead as we move deeper into the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the defense. Oh, my gosh, I like the way they're playing, man. There's good calls by the defensive coordinator and the players taking advantage of that situation and getting the turnover.
The offense pinned back in an awful position. It's a 2 tight end formation. Handoff made. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped it for a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Out of the shotgun formation. Throws the pass. He's got the catch. Taken down at the 33.
Good job by the offense picking up a 1st down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Handoff. He runs with it right up the gut.
They bring him down at the 41-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. 2nd and 2 coming up. Double tight end formation.
Get ready.
The Raiders snap it at the 41. Got the completion. That's reception number 2 for him.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Get ready.
1st down at the 49. Makes the reception. Stewart's there to take him down.
Sometimes they tell the receiver just to go long, run a fly route, run a 9 route, because that means straight ahead or a streak. Show the speed that you have and get it done.
The line of scrimmage right at the 24.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Makes the catch in open space. The Raiders possess the football and try to take advantage of a big gainer right at the end of the 3rd. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
And that's a 2-yard gain. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Get ready.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Runs it across. Touchdown. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
Gordon's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The Nighthawks offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Airing it out. Up in the air, and he's got the catch. They're going to the hurry.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
1st down at the 48. Knocked down as he fires it.
The line of scrimmage, the 48.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They'll go shotgun here. Green's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. No time to waste. They hurry to the line. From the shotgun. Has Allen. That's his 4th catch of the day. First and goal from the 7. Gonna try and scramble now. And it's batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Second down after the incompletion. Tries to get the
feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Third and goal from the 7. Looking across the middle.
And the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 7.
Let's go.
The Nighthawks come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field.
And that'll close the gap.
The head coach decides he wants to be the aggressor in this situation. On 4th and goal, he goes for it. Nice play call that time.
Extra point was good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Raiders preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side.
The Nighthawks set at the line. Dime package. First down at the 19. Looking long, but they can't connect.
In the NFL, you got to throw the football deep down the field, but the quarterback he overthrows it.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. From the gun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Slashes to the left side. Ducks out of bounds. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Nighthawks will come out in the dime. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. They bring in the extra tight end. Scanning the field. Could have been intercepted.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Third and 8. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. That touchdown, Phil, halfway through the 4th quarter may have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just awful.
Allen's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20.
The Nighthawks now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
We'll go no huddle. Takes it from the gun. Allen's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. First down and 10. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Let's go.
Gordon set now, split out wide to the left. Out of the shotgun. No one was open.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys that they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
The Nighthawks come to the line. First down marker is at the 48. 3rd and 10. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Midway through the 4th, and the mood on that sideline, Phil, has to be one of tremendous frustration as they throw the interception.
Absolutely, Jim. They have to be so disappointed. They had high hopes coming into this game. We talked to the coaches. They thought they would play well. Well, this is just one of those days when nothing went right for your side.
The football rests at the 44. The Raiders come out with a split backfield. First down at the 44. That's a gain of 6.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Second down following the run. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. The Nighthawks come out in a dime package. Makes the catch in the open field.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Snapping out of the gun. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You can go deep down the middle where neither the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
The Raiders line up, split backfield. The Raiders snap it at the 26.
This will just go as an incompletion on the screen.
Well, Jim Nance, even you could coach the team in a situation like this. You're winning big, and it's 3rd and long. You know what you do? You hand the football off and you punt the football.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
The Nighthawks defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Catch made. And that's a touchdown late in this one.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
It's good. The Raiders now getting ready to kick it away. Gordon's going to test the coverage this time. And Ward's there to make the tackle. That returns good for about 22.
The Nighthawks head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad.
The defense gets a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Looking long.
And it's incomplete.
When it's third long on the offensive side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a first down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
From the gun.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The Nighthawks put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
Going for it on fourth down. The corners retreating.
The Nighthawks will set up. The 28 is the first down line.
Let's go.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Launching it deep. That's an interception. Tackles made. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on him.
The Nighthawks with a nickel look here on defense. The Raiders have it at the 24.
No separation at all. Incomplete.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Second down and 10. And Cooper is able to get hold of it.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances. Well, Jim, what a day for this offense. You know, they're blowing the team out, and here they are once again in the red zone. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to punch it in one more time.
Stepping up to the line at the 10.
Get ready.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line.
Raiders in for the score. Cooper's second touchdown of the game.
What a day for the quarterback. Man, he must feel great. He is going to sleep good tonight. When you're throwing the ball like this, he is on fire. Every time they're open, he's throwing it in there for a touchdown.
The Raiders getting set for the kickoff. Allen's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Nighthawks offense comes onto the field for a last play or two before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again and just get off the field. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
The Nighthawks lined up, bunch formation.
Out of the gun. Diving grab. They give him the catch.
The Nighthawks, one timeout remaining.
It's first down as they head to the line. This will be the final snap.
From the shotgun. And he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here.
Well, the lights were bright, and the team was up for the occasion here, winning in prime time. Nothing like it, man. Winning in prime time when you know it's all about you. And I've said many times, today's football players, they love being on the big stage. Well, they were today, and they got it done.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.